What's up, guys? Welcome back. It's Xyber here, your Tech and Games Crusader. We have another unboxing. This time is for the Binbok Switch Split Pro controller grips. And this is a split controller that has many features. Among them are LED lights around your analog sticks, and vibration and wireless function, as well as rechargeable. On the back of the box here says product model is YS37-YS53. Working voltage is DC 3.7 to 4.2 volts. Size is 53 millimeters by 58.6 millimeters by 111.8 millimeters. That is in 2 pieces. Wired pairing. Installed. The gamepad slides into the console. Wait a few seconds for the pair to complete. And then wireless pairing. After wired pairing, unplug the Joy-Con. The Joy-Con will auto-connect with the console wirelessly. It is ROHS for rid of harmful substances. Let's go ahead and check out these Nintendo Switch third-party grips. Oh yeah, by the way, they're white. So, we got the actual controllers. We have the center part grip. We have our charge cable, micro or a USB Type-C, and then the welcome guide wireless controller for the YS37. Button layout. It's going to be a fold out. Yep. So you got all these buttons. Left stick, D-pad, screenshot button, plus button, Y button, B button, X button, A button, right stick, home button, M button, turbo button, 3L button, and M button. So, as you can see on the back, very similar to the Hori Split Pad Pro, but these are wireless as well instead of just wired that you connect to. Here we go. Instruction and LED indication. Conventional connection, attaching the controllers to the console will connect them automatically. The Joy-Con controllers will remain paired when you detach them from the console, and you'll be able to use them wirelessly. Bluetooth reconnecting. Press the home button or the capture button to reconnect your controllers back to the console. 4 LED indicators on the side will start to flash in a regular pattern as an indication of reconnecting. Alright, so let's read what it says here under instruction and LED indication. Nothing. We got turbo functions. So that's pretty cool. The T button on the left controller can only assign the buttons that are on the left controller. Same goes for the T button on the right controller. There is a T turbo button on the back of each Joy-Con controller. The following buttons can be set to turbo or turbo hold mode. L button, ZL, 3L, control pad up, down, left, right, R button, ZR, 3R, A button, B button, X button, Y button. For turbo mode, hold down the turbo button and then press the button that you want to set to turbo mode. Controller will vibrate. Turbo hold, press the button once more and the button will remain in turbo hold. Turbo off, pressing the button again once more will deactivate the turbo. Adjust function. To adjust the turbo level, hold down the T button and press the plus button, or press the minus button for the controller left and hold down the turbo and press the plus button for controller right. Controller will vibrate. Button assign function. The M button on the left controller can only assign the buttons that are on the left controller. Same goes for the M button on the right controller. The following buttons can be mapped: L button, ZL, L stick button, control pad up, down, left, right, R button, ZR, right stick button, and that's not the right stick, that's pressing in on those sticks. A, B, X, and Y. Assign on, hold down the M button and press the button you want to assign to the 3L or 3R button. Controller will vibrate. Reset is hold down the M button for 5 seconds to reset the 3L or 3R button. Controller will vibrate. Vibration level adjustment. There are 5 levels of vibration: 100%, 75%, 50%, 30%, and off. Default level is 50%. Press the T button, then use the left analog stick to adjust the controller left side vibration level. Press the T button, then use the right analog stick to adjust the controller right side vibration level. Controller will vibrate when adjusting between each vibration level. LED settings. Color mode. Button combinations. Press and hold the T button and joystick, then release to change color. Effects. Red is 1, 2 is orange, yellow is 3, 4 is green, 5 is cyan, 6 is blue, 7 is purple, and 8 is rainbow. Press and hold the T button and joystick to change the brightness, then release the joystick to fix the brightness. Controller will vibrate when adjusting. Breathing mode. Button combinations. Hold the T button and then press the joystick twice for the effects of 1 is 8 color auto cycling, 2 is rainbow light breath mode, breathing, but turn off the light is 3. Press down the joystick twice to change light pattern. Press down the joystick twice to change light pattern. Controller will vibrate when adjusting. Gyro calibration. First, press and hold the pairing button to turn off the controller. For controller left side, press the L1 up and the capture button together to enter the calibration mode. For controller right side, press the R1, X, and home button together to enter the calibration mode. When entering the calibration mode, LED lights will flash alternatively. Then align the controllers with the rails on either side of the console and slide them down, but do not slide them to the bottom of the rail. If you hear a click, you need to press the release button and slide them up a little. Then press minus/plus for the controller being left or right to start the calibration. Controllers will be reconnected back to the console when calibration is over. Calibrate controller joysticks. Method A, after connecting to the switch, twirl the joystick 2 circles at the maximum angle to automatically complete the calibration. Method B, left joypad. When connecting to the switch, press and hold the L1, L2 buttons for 3 seconds to enter calibration mode. After the 4 LED indicators light up, the calibration is completed. Right joypad, when connecting to the switch, press and hold the R1, R2 buttons. L1, L2, and minus buttons. R1, R2, and plus buttons for 3 seconds. To enter the calibration mode after the 4 LED indicators light up, the calibration is complete. Upgrade. You can connect your controllers to computer to upgrade the software of our products in order to support the latest upgrade of Nintendo Switch. If you still cannot use the controller after the upgrade, please contact us via email, which is support@binbok.com, or visit the homepage of our brand, www.binbok.com, to download the latest driver package for further upgrade. Turn off your controllers and connect them to your computer. Run the upgrade software. Press down the left or right joystick. Click the update firmware on your computer. Reset button function. When there are some unsolvable faults in the controller, you can try to press and hold the reset button on the back of the controller for more than 5 seconds. At this time, the controller is powered off and reset. You need to reconnect according to the method of connecting the controller for the first time. Low voltage alarm. If the lithium battery voltage is lower than 3.45 volts, or plus or minus 0.1 millivolts, or plus or minus 0.1 volts, the current channel type flashes quickly and indicates low voltage. If the lithium battery voltage is lower than 3.35 volts plus or minus 0.1 volts, it will automatically sleep. Rated current. Operating current is 25 milliamps. Pairing is less than 50 milliamps, and Bluetooth connection is less than 50 milliamps. Charging instructions. When the controllers are in the USB charging state, LED lights will flash slowly. If connected to the console, the lights will stay on when it is fully charged. If not, the light will be off. When the pairing indication conflicts with the charging low power indicator, the pairing indicates a concern. Warning: do not expose the controller to high temperature, high humidity, or direct sunlight. Do not allow liquid or small particles to enter the controller. Do not put any heavy object on the controller. Do not disassemble the controller. Do not twist or pull the cable too strongly. Do not throw, drop, or apply strong shock to the controller. Alright, now that that's all out of the way, let's take a look and see what we got here, how it feels. I can already tell you I like the color, because that's just really, really nice looking. Now, like the Nexigo Galaxy Pad version of these that we tested out and took a look at earlier, it has a lot of similarities to it. The one thing that this does do a lot better though is this white color feels a lot better. It doesn't have a Swedish type feel to it. It makes your hands sweat. We got the Switch OLED here. Let's take off these Joy-Cons. See how smoothly it goes into the rails. It does meet a little bit of resistance, so I'm just barely dragging it down. And it doesn't smoothly go in. So this texture does something for making it not be as smooth. That'll probably wear down over time of use. You can see there that the analog stick LEDs lit up. This one's a little bit more direct and smooth. Now, the issue I had with the Nexigo was it could completely flatten it down. This one does not flatten down. Has a good click to it. You can flatten some of it on the top straight down, but it doesn't go flat completely. You can see it does rock. Here's your 2 charge ports. Find it funny, it has these flat spots on the bottom, maybe. So it can just sit like that because of those flat spots. That's funny. That's all the area it needs to be able to rest to sit on. Wow. Alright, we got turbo button. Here's our M pairing button. Our actual mappable buttons. These buttons feel good. Yeah, it feels good. It's funny that it woke up the Switch. And you can see the texture bumps around the edges here. It has a good amount of movement for circular displacement. This isn't the actual Switch dock. This is the dock I've been using though for the AYN Super Dock. Here's the Switch dock. Let's see how this looks. That's as far in as it goes because this is the OLED. A color match for the white to white. I mean, this is more of a neutral white. And then this is more of a actual white. It's not the same color, but I like it. Let's check our grip here. And then we'll check one other thing. with the actual white Joy-Cons. So these do slide in smoothly. Oh, the other side did. Wow, that is not smooth at all. And that's what it would look like as a wireless standalone controller. Yeah, this right one is just, I think it's the rail, the way that it's printed or that it's molded from the mold. It's not as smooth as this one. You can see it has a little bit of resistance on the bottom area whenever it gets to that point to be able to slide out. Let's check and make sure that it's not this instead of the controllers though. Oh my gosh! Could very well be this. Yep, it's this. Oh gosh. So you can see the difference in the color white here. When you put this in the shadow, it almost matches. See? This has a little bit more of a contrast to it. And this just has a brighter color to it overall. As you can see, that makes it match. Jeez! Why are these things... I can already tell you I'm not going to be using this. Especially where that doesn't want to lock in. Unless you slam it in. See how smooth that was? And you hear a satisfying click. I don't have to put pressure to slide it to get it to go. I have to pull unless I do this fast with force to get it to lock in. Because doing the same thing on this side, it just doesn't want to stay in. But yeah, guys, if you have any questions or comments, I have links below for this product. If you enjoyed the video, consider giving a thumbs up. If you want to know have new content going live, consider subscribing to the channel. Also, for future availability of giveaways, you must be subscribed to the channel as well as a follower on Twitter under Xyber. And when we reach 2,500 followers on Twitter, we will commence with giveaways. But guys, for a $50 controller, it's not too shabby. You get two for the price of normally $10 more than one of these. Yeah, appreciate it, guys. Xyber, your Tech and Games Crusader. Hope you guys have a night. Good day. Take care. Thanks for watching. We'll see you later.